Hi 143 fam, I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. Each month, I give away 2 free readings. If you would like to be considered for a free reading, leave me a comment below your video. Let me know how you've connected to the messages. Also, let me know that you have subscribed. I will alert winners in April on April 30th. So if you hear from me sooner than that, I haven't chosen winners yet. Make sure you check my reply back to you on April 30th because that's when winners will be announced. Also, I've just set up a new Instagram, so make sure you connect with me and follow me on there. I'll be following everybody back as well. You can find me under Urban Soul Guru or just look me up under channel 143 by Antonia. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'm so grateful for your support on my channel. Now let's jump in to your mid-month love horoscopes. Hey Leo, this is your love reading for April 15th through the end of the month. Leo in love. Leos, I still have a little bit of availability left. I'm booking into May at this point for private readings. If that's something you'd like, definitely reach out to me soon. What I think I'm going to implement are emergency readings for those of you who need a quicker turnaround, say within 24 to 48 hours. So take a look at my website or just reach out to me and ask if that's something that you guys are interested in. Leo, I'm feeling this message of trust your process. And I think that's something Leos collectively, especially in love, especially for single Leos, okay? This is a message that has been coming up quite frequently for you guys. Trust in the process. Trust that you've really turned a page here. You really have stepped into a new phase of life in terms of your love life. I mean, really across the board for Leos collectively, but especially in love. You're having different experiences now. There are different experiences. These are different kinds of people showing up. There are people that are showing up that are far more ready, far more available than people you've experienced in the past, or whatever the karmic lesson was that continued to show up in relationships for Leo time after time, year after year. The door on that has closed. For the majority of you, the door on that has closed. Why? Not just because the door magically decided to close, but because you guys took responsibility to heal and to learn those karmic lessons. You did it. Congratulations. It's time to move on. So now you have new people coming in, higher vibing relationships, and Leos are like, is this too good to be true? Can I trust this? The answer to that, Leo, is yes. This also pertains to those of you who are in committed relationships. Now, both of you may have worked through some karmic issues together. Same thing, okay? You're moving forward with the same person that you love, but the love's going to feel different. It's going to feel more settled. There's going to be more communication, deeper communication, and I'm feeling this effortless flow for Leos, okay? If you're meeting people and you're trying too hard to make it work, that person's not for you. Whomever is supposed to show up for Leo at this time, it's smoother sailing. I just keep channeling that, smoother sailing. There's effortlessness. It doesn't mean that, you know, a healthy relationship, you're not going to work at it. Of course you are. That's what love requires you to do, okay? Especially these high-level soulmates. They're still going to show up with lessons as you will for them. But Leo, trust that those issues that came up and drove you crazy for years, they're done, okay? Feel it in your core right now. But let's pull some cards. Leo, April 15th through the end of the month in love. Let's get a little more clarity on this, Leo, okay? Leo in love. Okay, we're paying attention to the red flags. This specifically pertains to those of you that are single and you're calling in multiple people. There are still going to be some people who show up with old messages. The universe is still going to test you a little bit and say, hey, are you done with the old karmas? Do you want somebody who's available for you now? Or do you just want to repeat those old patterns? It's a new person, but it's the same situation. So do you trust that you can walk away from this now? Do you trust that you don't need to relearn this lesson? Can you move forward? What do you decide? And a part of that, these red flags, they're going to show up for you, but this is just to test you a little bit, okay? Leo, you've learned the lessons. You don't have to repeat any of that old stuff anymore, okay? So trust it. See those red flags early on. Get out of relationships with people that just aren't doing it for you. They don't even have to be major red flags. With that little, you know, oh, I don't know, really nice, you know, guy or nice girl, but you know, that chemistry's a little off, and I don't know, we kiss like those fireworks aren't there. that's still a red flag. The chemistry's off there. This new energy, this new person that is trying to show up for you, Leo, is this. It's all about that passion. But it's more than just physical, superficial passion, okay? What I'm channeling very strongly for those of you who have new people in your life, this could apply to those of you too. Maybe you've outgrown or evolved past current relationships that you are already in, okay? This is a red flag for you guys. If there's only physical chemistry and physical passion, they're not it. Even if they were it for a number of years, they're not it anymore if it's just superficial chemistry, okay? But the main message here that sits at the center of your reading, you are calling in partners, potential love here, Leo, that you're genuinely really passionate about. These are people that you don't have to try so hard for them to be in your life, okay? And it might catch you by surprise or cause you to really cause you to doubt some people because you're not used to love being quite so easy for you. It can be easy. It can be effortless. People can just show up and be ready to love you. Can you hear that message? Is that something that you will allow in? You just don't need those old people showing up anymore. Also, Leo, message for you here too, okay? There's a quote, and it's along the lines of, you'll see a lot of people on Instagram post this. I want to get this right because I read this earlier and I'm channeling it for you now. It has to do with going back to those who broke you is never going to heal anything. That's basically going back to something that broke you or hurt you is never going to allow you to heal and evolve and move forward from it. Okay, so for those of you who are going back to people, the red flags are there. You got to trust at this point that there's something bigger and better for you. Now look, it's a choice. For those of you who get personal readings with me, especially in the realm of love, unless it's something like insanely crazy going on, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But here's an option for you. You have an option here, Leo, to move forward and experience bigger and better love. This is true for you for those of you that are single. This is true for those of you who are in committed relationships. If something's off, if it really isn't working, you've put in work, maybe your partner's put in work, but it still doesn't work, it's time to get honest with yourself about that. But honestly, Leo, this pertains more so to those of you that are single who haven't connected with that high level love in a long time. You haven't felt that. You haven't been in love in a long time. This is for you, okay? You resolve the karma, let it go. When you're dating a few different people and you're excited and you really don't want to step away from somebody, but you're really only a month deep into the relationship, they will show you throughout that first month. I'm seeing 1 month, as early as 3 dates to 1 month in. If you're seeing red flags during that time, universe is asking you to step away from it. Don't get too attached to anybody right now, especially if it's only physical, okay? But the positive here is that you get this beautiful love you're genuinely passionate about. They're genuinely passionate about you. There's a lot of depth there. That's what sits at the center, as long as you choose to work through this and to move past this permanently now, okay? You can do it. Following passion, finances, and career. Leos, you guys are launching projects. You guys are very focused on career transitions. Again, super big message that comes up. For Leos collectively, individually, you're going through some really legit transitions. It doesn't mean that where you're at isn't good, but you're evolving the vision, okay? You're taking a certain platform and you're expanding it, or you're stepping out of a company and you're starting something new for yourself. This is going to be a dominant energy, and it may distract you from this love, okay? It's okay. If that's where you feel like your energy needs to be right now because you desire that stability, it's something you're really passionate about, okay? This passion can also be in work and especially for those of you launching something new or who are about to evolve something in a new way that you haven't done prior. Okay, so that's where your energy is going to be. But can you still at least keep your heart open to love? Because especially for those of you who aren't like always focused on love, you're focused on other endeavors and launching new businesses, getting other things off the ground, love will actually come through easier that way because you won't have the opportunity to block it, okay? Can you affirm to the universe, affirm to yourself, yes, my finances, my career right now, that's the priority, but universe, I am so open to love. I'm in that flow of love, and I welcome my highest level soulmates to come in at this time and in divine timing. But I give it up to you, universe, to fulfill this in whatever way is of my highest good, of their highest good, and harm to none. Like, still have your heart open, Leo. Some of you really, the passionate new love, it's gonna come through when you're not obsessively focused. Again, for those of you in committed relationships, some healing will take place when you don't have a spotlight on the issues, okay? You're not like having those serious conversations with your partner night after night. You've kind of taken that intense energy, you've refocused it on something in your career. I really feel for so many of you, you're launching something new. There's something new. There's a new phase even in career here that actually does benefit your current relationship, as long as you don't completely abandon the partner here. There's a lot of healing. I'm really seeing, especially for those of you in committed relationships here, something old that you guys went through is done. It's done. If you've chosen to stay together, you step into something way more fun, far more rewarding, and it's just a higher level of love that the two of you together can attain, okay? So this really is, I'm hearing a brighter path, a brighter future. You guys really have put in the work to release something. Look, more affirmation, red flags. You saw red flags and you stepped out of relationships and out of situations that didn't serve you, okay? That's why the karmas and the karmic issues that continue to repeat for years, it's why it's done. You did the work. That's why it's done, okay? So congratulate yourself for that. But also for my couple Leos, you went through some difficult things together. And now you've cut cords to those old issues because you both put in work. You did it. You did it. And now your relationship will feel much more grounded, much more stable, much more loving, okay? But for some of you, it had to do with maybe a partner was a little too codependent, I'm really feeling. And now that they've kind of refocused on this, on their dream, Leos are like, oh, all right. You're not kind of like obsessively prioritizing us anymore. Okay, that's kind of hot. You know, because they're pursuing their passions. This could be you, this could be your partner, Leo. But somebody decided, I'm going to have a life and a vision for myself outside of this relationship. I still love you. My love and my loyalty for you is still intact. But for this to be healthy, I need to have my life too. Because honestly, for the majority of you Leos that are in coupled relationships, you've had the life outside of the relationship. You make sure to do that, okay? And now your partner really values being able to do that too. It's super healthy for the both of you. Wow. What did we come into the reading, right? It was all about trust. Was it all about trust? This is what I'm saying to you. Passion, center of your reading, clarified by trust, okay? Do I need to repeat myself? Or I think you get it here. But you are still struggling with this. You can trust this person when they show up for you, Leo. You can. You can. You have let go of toxic people. And now you've made space for somebody better. For a higher level love. Something that's more fulfilling. But really, Leo, if you are not like hardcore passionate about them, getting to know them, spending time with them, they're not it yet. You're getting close. For some of you, you're getting close to that bigger love, okay? The energy of it is here. But in the physical realm, you're still weeding through some things while that energy is trying to make its way down to manifesting full circle in the physical realm. Trust in that process. Stay in that divine flow. Trust it. Trust you. Also trust yourself that you do cut people out when red flags show up. I'm not saying that you just abandon everybody at the first sign of a little bit of an issue, okay? But we're talking about real red flags here. We're not talking about someone does something and it's a little irritating, but I can live with it. We're not talking about those things. We're talking about people who didn't return the phone call, and so now you're not sure if to be a solid, reliable partner. The people who say they're going to show up to something and then back out. The ones that are triggering abandonment issues. The ones that show up and maybe they're not so available for you. They may have just gotten out of a relationship and they didn't tell you that prior to dating you, and now you're not sure if they're even healed enough. Those are the red flags we're talking about. The big stuff. You can trust yourself now. You're not making the old mistakes anymore, okay? Yes, you have options. You can stay in that cycle, but for the majority of you, you've already moved on. You've already moved on. There's a sense of freedom now, but it's wise, right? You're not just moving on and in some oblivious fashion and all right, I'm lonely, so I'll just entertain whoever shows up. That is not what is happening here, okay? That's why I can't say it, because it's not happening. Finances and career, it's clarified by it's safe for you to love. Trust this person is safe for you to love. Trust that you have a safer, more stable connection now for those of you who are in committed relationships, because this person has their own vision and they're building something of their own. It's super attractive to you, Leo. You love that they're not too clingy with you anymore. You love it, and it makes it a safer, more stable relationship. But look, do you see? It's this person that's safe. You move from this one and this old karmic energy to this now in the month of April. And you have been working toward this for months now, Leo. Okay? You have the opportunity now to really see that energy come full circle. For some of you, that person has already arrived and you don't trust it all the way, but they really are safe. You get the best of both worlds. You get the safety. I also get, a lot of times when I pull this card, it's like it's safe because there's this beautiful, open, awesome relationship at the core, okay? But it's still passionate. This person's not just a friend. You have legitimate physical chemistry with them, intellectual chemistry. It's very fulfilling. That's what those of you that are still single right now, that's what you're working toward. Keep those affirmations out there. Keep them positive. Make sure you're connecting to that loving, high-vibing love energy every single day. It's so simple, but it's a game changer for you, especially when the energy around you is this good. Why? Crowning your reading is that you deserve love. You know it. You really have put in so much work here. But it's this. This is the affirmation. Universe, I am deserving of love. Thank you. I received this safe, passionate love with an open heart and so much gratitude. Thank you. I'm so grateful that my highest level love, highest level soulmate has arrived now. I receive it with so much gratitude, okay? Those kind of affirmations. Bottom of the deck here, karmic family issues, that's what you're resolving. But I also want to show you this, okay? Some of these people that want to come back, this is bottom of the deck, okay? This isn't the dominant energy here, but it still exists. Some of the partners that want to come back, those are the ones that are showing up with the red flags. The old partners and the old karmas probably haven't resolved themselves for the majority of your exes, okay? So you would be stepping back into something you have already experienced. You need to decide for yourself whether or not that's an experience you want to have again. For a few of you, you've taken some time apart, okay? If your partner really has worked on things consciously with you and it can't be all talk, they would really have to prove this to you very quickly, and you'd have to see longevity there, okay? Real change. Okay, you might want to consider them, but look what comes after. We've got new love. We've got soulmate. All of this is trying to show up now, okay? So don't get caught up on this person who's trying to come back. Yeah, they miss you. They want your energy. They want to, you know, go have that kind of dramatic relationship because that fulfills them in some way. You've outgrown all that. I don't see too many of you really giving anybody from the past a second shot unless they really show up having grown, having evolved, and being able to really prove that to you, to your satisfaction, okay? But Leo, this is a beautiful energy. Trust that the new love is showing up, and trust that it's a new phase for those of you in committed relationships, for those of you who've worked on things. If you find that your partner isn't working on things with you, you're still kind of stuck in those old karmic patterns, this is an option for you this month, okay? Because you have this passionate, safe, new love, also some really big breakthroughs in career. This is all coming through now. You may already have a foot out the door, and that's why some of these blessings are coming through, because now you're already making space. For a few of you, this isn't true for all Leos, especially not for the majority of you. The majority message for those of you in couple relationships is that things are actually better than they've ever been. But there are a few of you, your foot's out the door. You know who you are. See that full circle this month. Just do it. It's not fair to your partner if your heart isn't in it. If you're not passionate for them anymore, you know no matter what you guys do, you can't heal this. Appreciate it with so much gratitude. Do the right thing this month, okay? They may not have the strength to do it, Leo, but I know that you do. So get that done. Both of you will have this new love and this new experience waiting on the other side. Your partner will be okay. Don't stick around because you're afraid someone can't handle the separation. They're also stronger than you may think, Leo. So just make sure you're making the right decisions. That could also be part of the karmic lesson coming up for you, and maybe the final piece before you move forward with the new love. is that you do need to close one door first before you can really open another that will truly be fulfilling and call in the kind of love and the high level love that you deserve. Super positive though, Leo. If you guys would like more clarity, if you would like a private reading with me, reach out. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for Reiki and shamanic energy healing. Again, check me out on Instagram. It's a brand new account, Urban Soul Guru, or look me up, channel 143 by Antonia. You'll find me. It'll help us interact a little bit in between videos. I'll have some inspiration and just little things to keep us connected and to kind of keep you going in between videos each month. And I'm excited to connect with you there. Love you guys. I will be back May 1st. Wow. I'll see you guys May 1st, okay? Thank you for connecting with me here. See you soon. Ciao.